Hello, I'm Julie and this is Elegant Sufficiency. We're in November now and the leaves are falling really thick and fast from the trees. We get quite a few leaves coming into our garden. Our next door neighbours get like a whole tree dumping on their lawn, which is far too many for them to sweep up. So last year we asked them if we could pop over and take some leaves from them, which they were puzzled by but very happy to do. And this year we're going to be doing the same again. The idea is that we're going to put those leaves into bags and hopefully turn it over time into some sort of compost. From what I've heard, leaf mould compost is really fantastic, really rich in nourishment, and it's meant to be quite fine, so you can use it for things like seedlings and pots. So I'm going to go and check the bags that we put away last year and see how we're getting on. I'm really hopeful that we're going to have something that we can use for this year, but to be honest, I have no clue. So we're going to go down the side of the garage and take a look. Oh man, oh wow, that's so disgusting. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, look at all of those. It is thick with wood lice and creepy crawlies. So gross. But hopefully that's a sign that they've been attracted by the leaves and they have actually been doing their work. So let's take a look at one and just see how broken down it actually is. Okay, that's kind of cool. So started out like this, a whole bag of all different sizes, some quite big, some small, sycamore leaves. And now, oh my god, it's just teeming with spiders and wood lice and insects. It's absolutely thick with them. So there's a bit at the top here that looks like you can still see the leaves. We've got some skeleton leaves. I mean, it looks like the forest floor, doesn't it really? It's not, I wouldn't call it a compost. Oh, that's pretty. It's still definitely at the mulch stage. There's a few sycamore seeds in there as well, which are empty but haven't broken down. Yeah, just turning it over, it's basically, it's getting there but it's not quite there, it's quite wet. Man, that feels like compost. Yeah, there's bits of compost in there. Let me show you. So some of it is a bit composty, but most of it is still mulch, still leaf kind of mulch. Man, that is so gross. Hey little guy. So there's stuff happening. This guy's quite happy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think from the colour, this one is actually a compost worm, isn't it? It's not an earthworm. So this one might be working on turning it into compost. Pop you back in. So, I don't know really, the jury's out a little bit on this one. What I had in my head, what I was hoping for was like a really nice fine kind of compost, something that I could use for seedlings and maybe kind of mix in with like a house plant mix or something. My feeling is it's not ready yet, it's not cooked, it's halfway there. I mean I don't know if like the type of leaf that you use matters. Sycamore leaves are big and stalky and stringy, and lots of sycamore seeds went in there. I remember back in the beginning of the year I checked on it then and it just looked like leaves, to be honest. It hadn't degraded at all, but there are lots of shoots in there from all the sycamore seeds kind of trying to poke their way through. And I was a bit worried. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm just growing a whole ton of trees in one bag. And they did die off, obviously, so there's lots of empty seed cases in there. But I guess those are just a little bit too tough and hardy to break down in 1 year. It's also likely that where I've positioned it isn't the best, so we put it in a shady corner, so the temperature's not going to get high enough to help with that degradation. Our compost bins, we try to put those in sunny spots, even though you kind of want to reserve your sunny spots for your veg growing. We thought actually no, we want to use the heat of the sun to help speed along that composting process. It's just very cold and damp, this stuff. I'm going to put it down. So maybe that's the thing. That's what we have to do with our leaf mould compost for next year. So what I'll do is I'll close this back up again. I'll think about moving it to a sunnier spot in the garden, because the garden, not everywhere, but some bits do still get sun in the winter. I'm going to go and collect some more leaves over the course of the next week or two, because they're beginning to fall really thickly where we live. And I'll just kind of start doing it again. And I think if I do it year on year, okay, so I've not got anything much to show in the first year, but hopefully by next year I'll begin to get into the swing of things. And if I do it every year, then I'm going to always have that leaf mould compost coming through. What you might have spotted behind me on the other side is that I have got, currently leaning to, it's missing a leg, a wormery, and we haven't started using that yet. It's one of those projects that we've had on the back burner and it just needs to get to the top of the list. So you might think, well, why are you doing leaf mould and bokashi and composters and wormery? And the answer is for fun, to explore, but also because they might give us different qualities as well. So I'm hopeful that the vermicompost from a wormery is going to be different to the leaf mould compost that we get hopefully from these next year, and certainly different to the compost that we get from our kitchen waste and all the kind of manure and things we put into big composters. Hey puppy dog, you coming down? Come on, Kira. Hello puppy, you come to join me. Hey, yeah. Okay, so mixed report this time, but not everything is going to be a success straight away, is it? And everything's a learning. So if you are watching this and you actually know a bit more about leaf mould compost than I do, and you can tell me, first of all, is this what it's supposed to look like? If it is, great, I'll start using it as a mulch on my beds. If it's not, then I'll leave it another year and see if we can get it down to a finer compost and use it in pots and for seedling trays. And if you've had success with different types of composting, again, let me know, because I'm quite happy to try different things and experiment and play and see what works for us. Right then, take care. I'll speak to you soon.